Have you ever felt the sting of being dismissed, like your presence didn't matter? Like your voice was just background noise? That quiet moment when someone talks over you, ignores you, or makes you feel invisible, it lingers longer than we often admit. There are people who test your limits not because they're curious, but because they don't expect you to push back. They assume you'll stay silent, that you'll absorb the disrespect, one slight at a time. But what if you could respond not with rage, but with calm, and in doing so, claim a quiet kind of power they can't take from you? What if stillness became your strength? Welcome to Stoic Blend, where ancient wisdom meets modern life. Today, we'll explore 5 brutally honest and deeply empowering ways to handle people who don't respect you without raising your voice, losing your cool, or sacrificing your self-respect. If you've been tolerating subtle jabs, rude interruptions, or passive-aggressive manipulation, this video is your reminder. The power is already in you. Now, let's bring it to the surface. 1. Embrace the silent stare. It sounds almost too simple. Just stare? Really? But silence, paired with unbroken, unbothered eye contact, can dismantle even the most persistent disrespect. Think about it. When someone is rude or condescending, they expect you to flinch. They want a reaction to see you rattled, upset, or defensive. That's the fuel they feed on. But when you look at them calm, composed, not blinking, not reacting, you change the entire power dynamic. Suddenly, they're exposed. Their behavior is reflected back at them with no distractions, no noise, just your silent presence. I remember a meeting where someone repeatedly cut me off mid-sentence. At first, I tried to stay polite. I smiled. I waited for a pause, but he kept doing it, like my voice didn't matter. So I stopped. I leaned back, crossed my arms, and stared at him. 5 long seconds. No blinking, no words, just stillness. And the room shifted. He stumbled, lost his train of thought, and for the rest of the meeting he didn't interrupt me once. That moment wasn't about anger. It was about boundaries. It was about letting him know that I wasn't someone who could be bulldozed. The silent stare is like a quiet wall. It tells others, you don't get access to my emotions. It's not passive aggression. It's stoic restraint. And more than that, it's a reminder to yourself. You don't need to match chaos with chaos. Your peace is power. 2. Embrace silence as your answer. Let's take it further. Sometimes, your best response is no response at all. Silence, when used with intention, is not weakness. It's clarity. It's composure. It's control. When someone throws shade, when they make a rude comment disguised as a joke, they're looking for validation, a laugh, a defense, a rise. But what if you gave them nothing? I had a colleague who made these subtle, undermining remarks. Oh, that's cute, you're trying something new. Or, interesting choice, bold. I'll give you that. At first, I tried to explain, to soften the jab, to prove myself. Then one day, I didn't. He made a remark, and I looked at him neutral. Calm said absolutely nothing. That silence became a mirror. It forced him to sit with what he'd just said, and he didn't like what he saw. He never tried it again. Silence breaks the cycle. It puts the discomfort back where it belongs, with the person being disrespectful. And it reminds you that you don't have to dance for anyone's approval. You don't have to explain, defend, or justify your worth. Not with words. Not anymore. 3. Stop explaining your choices. Let's get honest thou. Often do you explain your life to people who have no business questioning it? Why that career change? Why didn't you come to the party? Why do you spend your weekends alone? Here's the truth. You don't owe them an answer. People who demand explanations usually aren't curious. They're judging. They're comparing. They're trying to make your choices fit into their worldview. And when they can't, they poke. They prod. They make you doubt. I used to do this. I justify everything. When I left a stable job to pursue something that actually lit me up, people were baffled. What if it doesn't work? But it's such a good company. At first, I explained. I walked them through my plan, my goals, my logic. But the more I explained, the more they doubted me. So I stopped. The next time someone asked, I said, because I wanted to. No further comment. And it was liberating. When you stop explaining, you stop seeking permission. You start living for yourself. Not everyone deserves access to your reasoning. Your choices are valid because they belong to you. That's not arrogance. That's ownership. 4. Keep your distance. Let's talk about boundaries, the real kind. The kind that creates space. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life, especially those who consistently disrespect you. Distance is not cruelty. It's clarity. You don't need to fight. You don't need to argue. You just need to step back. I had someone in my life who made everything a competition. Every joy I shared, they downplayed. Every problem I faced, they minimized. It was subtle, but it chipped away at me. So I pulled back. No confrontation, no drama, just distance. And in that space, I could breathe. The fog lifted. I saw them clearly for what they were, and I realized I had been shrinking to keep them comfortable. Distance is a filter. It protects your energy. It protects your growth. Some will say you're being selfish. That's okay. You're not here to carry people who constantly knock you down. Create space not to punish them, but to protect yourself. 5. Hold your head high. Let's close with something simple but profound. Hold your head high. Disrespect often comes with the expectation that you'll shrink, that you'll doubt yourself, that you'll look away. But when you stand tall physically, emotionally you become untouchable. I had someone who always made sly comments, backhanded compliments meant to cut. For a long time, I avoided eye contact. I smiled through it. I tried to stay civil. One day, I changed. I walked in with my shoulders back, my gaze steady, and every time they spoke, I met it with quiet confidence. No reaction, just presence. And they backed off. Their power faded. Not because I fought back, but because I showed up differently. Confidence disrupts disrespect. It dismantles manipulation. Your posture is a message. It says, I'm not here to shrink. I'm here to stand. Final thoughts. The world won't always offer you respect freely. Sometimes, you have to draw the line yourself. But you don't need to shout. You don't need to explain. You don't even need to fight. Sometimes, the most stoic move you can make is to simply not engage. Use your silence. Use your space. Use your stillness. Because in a world addicted to noise, calm is a rebellion. If this message resonates with you, share it. Send it to someone who's tired of being walked over. And remind them, their power was never lost, just quiet. Thank you for watching Stoic Blend. Until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, and remember, you are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to stand in your truth. And that truth is enough.